Welcome back. Let's talk more about the Jussie Smollett case, which has outraged so many in law enforcement across the country. Here with reaction to that and much more, former New York City Police Commissioner Bernie Kerik. All right, Bernie, pleasure to have you here. Let's talk about, as a cop, you're the police commissioner. How many police were under you? How many cops?
55,000 employees, 41,000 uniform.
41,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay, you're a cop. How do you see what happened in Chicago in the Smollett case? How does that impact you?
It's a slap in the face to every cop that works on the department, most importantly, every cop that worked the case. It jeopardized their safety, their jobs. Imagine this is one of the highest profile cases in Chicago. You have teams of detectives out there looking for two white guys that violently beat a guy because he was black and because he was gay. Really? You know, cops get aggressive. They're going to go out there. They're going to get aggressive looking for these guys. They're going to jeopardize their own position. Not to mention, Chicago has one of the highest murder rates in the country, violent crime rates. You pulled resources from real violent crime, real murder, to stick them on some bogus charge like this, bogus case.
Okay, let's talk about, I want to talk about the police superintendent. I mean, the criticism by the police superintendent toward this DA, Kim, whatever his last name, I keep forgetting her name, the DA there.
Right.
Kim Fox, I should remember that. The criticism is incredible. I've never seen it. Would you fight with a judge like that?
No, you would never fight with a DA like that unless you lost complete faith and trust. And that's what I see in Eddie Johnson's attack on the DA. Look, when a DA does something like this, and Eddie Johnson was specific, he did not know she did this until he saw it on television, just like we did, which is another, that's outrageous that a high-profile case like this wasn't called to his attention. She didn't pick up the phone and call him and say, look, this is what I'm doing and why. It was a complete surprise to him, just like it was to the entire country.
And that is, I mean, that speaks to a real breakdown in the system in Chicago.
But it's her fault. It's completely her fault. I've never, 35 years in this business, and as police commissioner, I've never seen a case dismissed like this, never.
Well, no one has. No one. We don't even know what it is. They don't explain it. They don't describe it.
Well, she said it was processed in Illinois. Really?
Nobody's ever heard of it.
No, nobody can find one.
No one's ever heard of it. Plus, it's sealed when by law it doesn't have to be sealed. I mean, there's a lot going on. And Michelle Obama's chief of staff called her and said, send it to the FBI. That's a whole other issue. But this is where I want to go. Jussie Smollett's attorney, and we know you can prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt. The grand jury indicted, and the evidence that we've seen is sufficient. His lawyer says it is the mayor and the police chief who owe an apology for dragging an innocent man's character through the mud. Jussie has paid enough.
He's a moron. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain to that. I don't know. You know, that's stupid. You know, the evidence is overwhelming. And after they dismissed the case, the superintendent and the mayor stood up and said, it's nonsense. We saw the evidence. We know he committed the crime. So what the lawyer's trying to do, you know, it's bad enough.
Everybody's a victim today.
It's bad enough the guy doesn't have remorse himself.
Right.
The lawyer's, you know, impacting that.
And even he said he was innocent. He ought to thank God in America that he got away with this. Anyway, Bernie Kerik, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. We'll be right back. Finally, I want to thank each of you for watching me tonight. I love my loyal Fox News Channel viewers, and I appreciate all of you for joining me. I'm Jeanine Pirro, advocating for truth, justice, and the American way. Thanks again. The Greg Gutfeld Show is coming up next, and I'll see you next Saturday night. Be there.